Hey everybody, welcome back to Urban Goddess Tarot. It's your girl Vette, and as you see, my surroundings are different. I did move, and I'm sorry it took me so long to post. I have a lot of water in my chart, so I feel the collective a lot, as well as I have my own issues going on. But I'm back, that's all that matters, and right now, I kind of have to read on the floor, and this is like the only little space that I have. So, but feel free to donate to my channel, so I can get a desk. But that's something that I'm working on. So, I don't want to spend too much time on me. I want to definitely get into the energies of September. And as I was meditating and as I was sitting here, I was getting that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You're on the right track. Don't question or doubt yourself too much. Just go with what you intuitively feel. We're making a lot of decisions for our future and for ourselves. And a lot of that means we have to leave people behind and people who don't fit that vision of what we have. And that's okay. It hurts. Of course it hurts, but that's definitely okay. And it's been a lot of purging. It's been a lot of releasing and clearing and letting go. So that's awesome. Also in the month of September, it's going to be a lot of surprises. And I say that in the sense of knowing, like, you're gonna know something that you've been wanting to know or wanting to understand. I feel like it's gonna come out in September. It's a lot of karma like coming to a head or being dished out in a way, and people can't ignore it anymore. Whether you're a feminine or a masculine or however that goes, because we all know energy is fluid. We all know that we both have masculine and in fluid energy. We both have a masculine and feminine energy inside of us, and it's fluid, so it happens multiple different ways. We're all at different points, so it's just kind of different for everybody. And also, disclaimer, I can't read for every single person out there. This is a collective, just general collective reading for September, so take what resonates and leave what does not. But you're gonna know. I just keep getting like, you're gonna know. You're going to know. So don't stress yourself or don't worry about the things that you don't know. About the future, even about the past, and even about the present. Like, September, and if you don't know, in September, it's going to be like the start. And a lot of you guys are seeing signs and seeing synchronicities about what you're wanting to happen or things that are happening around you, and pay attention to that, and enhance on it, and put your intentions out there for spirit to deliver these messages and these things to you. So I think that's great. And just don't stress yourself. They just keep saying, don't stress yourself and do not worry. Do not worry, because that's going to bring in more worry and it's going to bring in more stress. Don't do that to yourself. Just keep focusing on a goal, keep focusing on a task at hand, and just keep moving forward. This is a time to push forward and be as positive as you can, because when those surprises and things, there's going to be a lot of like healing coming from those surprises and those unknown things. So you just have to keep pushing forward, and you have to keep moving yourself forward. That's just the best that you can do. Yeah. And like, and somebody said you're going to hear from him. So whether it's him or her, it's like you're going to hear from somebody, but it's going to be when you least expect it. So again, don't put too much energy into that. Put it all into yourself. Put all your focus and intention on yourself and what you're trying to manifest and what you're trying to make happen in your life. I'm sorry, y'all. When I channel, like, my nose is just like freaking starts itching like crazy. Okay, so I'm going to pull some cards for September, and we're going to see what we get. All right, so these are the energy oracle deck, and by Sandra, and I got the Taylor. Okay. Let's see here. What is it that the collective needs to know for September 2019, Spirit? What does the collector needs to know? And I always pre-shuffle before I off camera, before I shuffle for the reading. But let's see. And I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited to be reading again. Like, it's crazy cool. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do it for a long time because I just had to get myself to where I could be emotionally to be able to read for you guys, you know? I have to get myself back to a balanced state because, you know, as a light worker, as a reader, it's like if you're unbalanced, if you're not together, then there's no way that you can read for somebody else, you know, especially the collection where there's thousands and millions of energies and stuff that you're pulling in. All right, let's see here. What is it that we need to know, Spirit, for September 2019? Thank you. And I channel using my higher mind and my higher self. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. So the first card, and I'm going to show you guys the cards. But the first card was strategy in reverse. And sometimes I read in reverse, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I feel. But somebody feels like you don't have a plan or you don't have a solid plan. Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. All right. So actually a lot of cards came out, but I'm going to show you. So the first card that came out was strategy in reverse. So a lot of you, and then anxiety came out next. So a lot of you are feeling anxious about, you're feeling like you want to implement something, you want something to happen, you want to move forward with something, but you don't have a plan, or you feel like, you know, what's laid out in front of you isn't a good enough plan and it won't bring in what you want. So you're worried about not having, you know, the right tools, the right things that you need to put together like a solid plan, you know. And underneath strategy is journey in reverse. So it's like you're feeling like you can't move forward, you can't go somewhere because of like the plan. You can't map it out. Somebody's feeling like is stressing over not being able to map something out, and it's like, if I can't map it out, I can't take the journey, you know, I can't move forward. But with strategy being a 3, which is a sign of Jupiter did go direct, I believe, like August 11th, or, you know, around that time. I just feel like it hasn't happened yet. I feel like the tools that you need they're around you, they just haven't like came together yet. And then also though, one way to know, looking at this card, one way to know that you're on the right track though is that you're seeing feathers, and I'm holding it upright, but seeing feathers, finding coins, music, keys. I know for a fact in my life that I've been finding dimes, specifically dimes, everywhere. Pennies too. I've been finding dimes and pennies. I find feathers. I'm not even gonna lie. I was at work and I kind of like stumbled a little bit over like the curb or something, and my shoe, like I had like little slip-on shoes, and they kind of came off, and so I just slipped my foot back in there. So I'm at work and I'm just working, and I see something like sticking out of my shoe, and I look at it. It was a freaking feather. Somehow, some way, a feather got in my shoe. And I do work in an area where it's like a lot of lakes and birds and stuff like that, but that just kind of threw me off. Like, how did this feather get in my shoe, you know? So that was a sign for me to know that spirit is with me and something is unfolding, something is happening. You just can't see it yet, you just can't see the plan yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not happening, you know. A lot of you guys too are stressing over a guy or a masculine, and it could be vice versa. It could be feminine stressing over masculine, it could be masculine stressing over feminine. Either way, somebody is really thinking. It could be an air sign man, or an air sign person, rather Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. But somebody's worried. There's a lot of mental energy going on, a lot of overthinking going on, and you guys really need to stop that for the month of September. It could be, I also just got that it could be a masculine who's anxious about maybe something that came to an end, a journey that stopped. Maybe somebody did end something with somebody, and this masculine is trying to figure out a plan or a strategy to get back in good, and they just don't see it because maybe somebody has pulled away. You could have pulled away, or they could have pulled away in the past, and now they're regretting that decision. But somebody is really thinking about offering something. Somebody's really thinking about, mulling something over. And like I said, it's over. It feels overactive. It feels like a lot of thinking and like non-action. Yeah. But on the other side of that, we have financial constraints in reverse. So where there was lack of money or abundance or finances, that's going to come in. And somebody, once that comes in, what I just got is that a masculine energy who had financial issues before, now may have come into some type of abundance or financial security or something like that, and they're thinking about offering. Because if you see that he has like something in his hand, he's like really looking at it and really thinking, like maybe he's thinking about offering some type of gift or offer due to the fact that he's more abundant now or more stable financially. And that's probably why the journey couldn't move forward either, because it's like, I don't have the finances. I don't have it. How can I offer somebody something when my stability isn't where I want it to be? But I feel like that's going to change. I really do, because look, we also had the World card, which breaks down to an 11, which is a 2. So again, that's bringing down into like, and you know what? This is a 4. So that's bringing down to stability, a connection within a home, a stability. Something's coming to an end. And then also, because World came out next to anxiety, that the fact that that's coming to an end, there's some kind of completion that's going to come in. And I think it's going to be either some kind of money, or something's going to come in to end a certain chapter. Because I feel like, and since this is a female on this card, like physical female body, I feel like a lot of females have been going through financial constraints as well as actual feminine energy. Excuse me. But I just feel like something to do with like some kind of finances that's going to come in, that's going to like change the game, and it's going to complete something. But there's definitely an ending, and where there's an ending, we all know there's a new beginning, right? Yeah. So I just feel like whatever you're worrying about or stressing about now, by the end of September, you won't even be tripping. You won't even be tripping. And if it doesn't happen in September, then it's going to be like a lighter energy as far as that concerned. Like that heaviness and that worry and anxiety won't be so hard, So what I got for the overall energy, badass. We got victory, contract, and healer of the ages. So that to me is saying an 8, which is a 10. So again, victory is over. Victory is going to come in. That's the overall energy for September, and something new, a new contract. Again, you can get a promotion, you can get new money, you could get, again, a new home. There's a lot of air here too, so it could be an air sign person could come in. But this is balance. Some kind of stability and balance is going to come in for you in the month of, I'm sorry, there's a glare, guys, but for the month of September, there's going to be a new karmic contract that's going to come in, and that's going to heal you. It's going to be what you want. Now, you may not get the whole shebang. A picture isn't just painted instantly. There's parts, you have to stroke the brush this way, you have to brush it this way, and eventually it all comes together, right? But I will say, something that you felt defeated or just felt like wouldn't happen, like I said, either in the workplace or in love, or something's going to come in that you're going to feel victorious, and it's going to even you out. It's going to balance you out, and it's going to heal you. September is really the month about healing, because you are really getting down to the root of things. You really, and then what's underneath that is, look at this card. Like, I can go on and on. It's like you're coming out of that stagnant energy. You're coming out of that just feeling held back, or feeling, you know, like you can't move forward. And I feel like that's all going to change in the month of September. And like I said, if it don't happen in September, that's going to be the start. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel lighter. I have the Golden Tarot deck. I'm going to clarify about 2 cards. Sometimes I clarify all the cards, sometimes I don't. But I'm going to clarify strategy in reverse. And I'm going to clarify the thinking man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please clarify strategy in reverse. But you're going to be victorious. And even if you don't even, because, you know, Virgo, the season of Virgo is an earth sign. So it's about reality. It's about practical things, tangible things. But it's about organizing, being practical. They like structure. So you're going to be putting things in place. You're going to be putting things together. And maybe right now you feel like you can't get that. But I feel like with the energy of Jupiter going direct, that we haven't felt that full effect yet. I feel like we haven't felt the full effect of Jupiter going direct, because Jupiter is about luck. It's also about teaching. It's also about abundance. So I just feel like we haven't fully felt that yet. And I feel like with Virgo, that we're going to get that. I just feel like in a Virgo season, everything is going to be able to have a solid foundation. This is like the foundation. Yes, when you're building a home, you start down in the basement and you lay the foundation. And I feel like Virgo season is that time that you're laying that foundation. All right, thank you, Spirit. What is strategy in reverse? Thank you. Yeah, 7 of Swords. And in this case, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like, again, because 7 of Swords is, yes, lying, stealing, and cheating, and all of that. But in this case, with strategy in reverse, I feel like either if this is love, something didn't go the way, and you're seeing that something's not right, and you have to end something, or you're devising a plan. You're devising a plan. It's a lot of air energy going on. Like I said, you guys have to be messing with like a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or you're just really, really stuck in your head. But again, here's the King of Swords. So somebody's really devising a plan, and they're gonna stick to it, and they're gonna call it out. Like they're gonna speak it out, and he looks really strong, and he looks like he mean business. He's like, this is what I mean what I say. You know, he means what he say, and he's not gonna take no bullshit. Like he don't give a hell. You know, he really don't. He don't give a hell. Like whatever he comes up with is what it is. And I feel like that's what it's going to be. And I feel like some of you, that might give you a little bit of anxiety, because you might have to speak this truth to a boss, a person, or something that you've been in long term. I just heard you got to pull your big boy draws up. Yeah, this is somebody that you were with long term, which is and that is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So that's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But yeah, because something just was not working. You could have had somebody who was lying and sneaking. And I feel, no, and I also feel like too, though, guys, that's more so too of like, hey, you know, what you have been doing, the plan that you had wasn't working for you. You know, the plan that you had to devise a new plan. And some people may not like that. and it's just like, it is what it is. Like, what I had going on before was not working for me, and because you didn't feel like you were getting the abundance and what you needed. You didn't feel like you were the king or the queen of your castle. You didn't feel nurtured. You didn't feel like you had enough. You were lacking in finances. Definitely somebody at some point was lacking in finances. You were lacking in abundance. You were lacking in a home. There was some form of feeling of lack, but you devised a plan, and you might have devised this plan in secrecy, but it's still a 7, and 7 is about path, and it's being divinely guided. So whatever that change, because this is also change, whatever that change was, either somebody, I just get the feeling like somebody didn't like it. Even maybe you were married and this is your husband, and they were lying, sneaking, and you're like, you know what, the way we going, this path we going down, this ain't working for me. So I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to change it up. And you might have done it in secrecy, though. You might have, behind the scenes, been getting ready for your own place, getting your credit together, getting stuff like that. And when it was time to make the big move or the big change, it seems like somebody got a little nervous about it, or a second guessing. Yep. Lovers in reverse. That's Gemini. It's so much air in this reading. It's a lot of mental energy going on. It's a lot of thinking, overthinking. But there's some kind of disconnection, and somebody having issues about a disconnection with the husband, with the earth sign, with the air sign. Karmic is what I heard. Something that you thought was true love, real love, maybe was not. And I do hear it was a little bit narcissistic, It was a little bit narcissistic. It really was. All right. I wasn't even supposed to clarify anxiety, but I'm doing it. All right, God. They told me to do it. All right. Please clarify anxiety, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, my nose is itching so bad. Yep. The moon card. The moon. So a lot... and that's a Pisces, so Pisces and Gemini. But at the same time, it's just like, even though there's love here, there's love, there is feelings, there is emotions here. But at the same time, someone's afraid to come out and say something. Somebody's afraid, because this is hidden. This is what's in the dark. And then also, this is something that needs to be spoken. So something about a change or something like that needs to be spoken about. And again, the change may be, it's like either there's a secret love, which there could be, or more than anything, it's just like, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I want something new. And also, I'm getting with this, the eclipse energy. The recent eclipse we just had ushered in a lot of this energy. Okay, y'all? All right, let's see. Let me give me one more for anxiety. Yeah, Aries here. It's so many major arcanas. It's all major arcanas that popped out on this card. All major arcanas, guys. So that's letting me know, like, somebody's manifesting a change. Somebody's manifesting a change. And where you thought you didn't have the tools, you actually do. You just have to perceive it. And once you speak it out, it just seems like those tools then come available to you. But it's steps. There's steps. There's definitely steps to it. And someone has secretly been like asking Spirit, like, hey, help me out. Like, how do I move forward? Give me the tools that I need. Give me the things that I need to move forward. Some of you have been seeing those changes and been doing it, but some of you, Spirit has been giving you those tools, and you just haven't been using them because you're scared to use them. Because you know that if you use the tools that Spirit gave you, that something's going to end. And a lot of you are afraid of that. Because, and I get it, I totally understand, because it's like you've been on this journey for so long. A lot of us been on this twin flame spiritual journey for, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, longer than we could remember. But a lot of us recently have just become awakened to it. But yeah, someone's afraid to use the tools because there's a lot of insecurities and fears and anxiety going on. And this could be you, or this could be a person in your energy around you. This could be a significant other, a friend, a family, a foe, whatever, But you got to use the tool. That's the only way you're going to truly manifest. And for some of you, you're actually anxious about what is manifesting in your life because it's new. And again, it's like a lot of people have done the work to let go, but you're also kind of nervous and scared about what's coming in because it's unknown. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to clarify the thinking man. The thinking man. Why is the thinking man here for the collective in September 2019 spirit? He got something to say. He got something to say. Somebody got something to say. There's going to be a conversation that's going to be had. There's going to be a conversation that's going to be had. And I feel like, to be honest with you guys, I feel like you guys are the King of Swords. Because even though the King of Swords has something to say, he's diplomatic about it, though. He's just not going to, you know, he's stern and he means what he say. But he's just not going to be reckless and, you know, just dog you, cuss you out. You know, he's more diplomatic. He's going to say it the right way. He's going to say it the way it's supposed to be said. He's going to be classy about the way he comes across. He's going to be politically correct when he says it. Okay? But when you have the Knight of Swords and the thinking man, somebody's been pondering on something for so long that I feel like it's going to be like word vomit. Like, he's just going to be like, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, whatever. I love you or I hate you or whatever the case is. It's going to come in fast, and I feel like it's going to be a little bit provoking for some of you guys. For some of you, when it's going to be on a little bit of a negative tip, you have to be positive. You have to be the King of Swords. You have to be diplomatic, because this person may be a little bit dramatic. They may be a little bit hasty, quick-witted. And I also feel like, too, guys, because they've been pondering, they've been sitting on it for so long. Even though it may not seem like it, they've been sitting on this for a while. And at some point, it's just going to become too much, and they're just going to spit it all out. Yeah, because this person is unbalanced. This person is unbalanced, Temperance in reverse. This person, you know, because there's so much in their head, too, that in this case, whoever this person is neglecting their heart space because they're unbalanced, and they're using their words or their swords to either get you unbalanced. And that's honestly for the people who like have like unfinished business. That's for people who have unfinished business, who haven't fully healed all the way. Okay, let's see. Thinking man. Why is thinking man here, Spirit? And I feel like what gave this person confidence, or what gave this situation confidence to come forward, is that something changed in their life too. You know what? When I tried to grab it, it was in the upright. And then it fell out my hand and it felt reversed. So there is some clarity that is trying to be had. Yeah, somebody, okay. Through this conversation or coming in, somebody wants clarity, you know, to a complex situation. So I feel like this is somebody you haven't talked to for a while, and they need clarity because they are realizing that also that the reason why they're unbalanced is because they haven't cleared up all of their loose ends. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are a part of their loose end, and they know that now. At first, they was confused on why things wasn't moving forward, even for you. And you know what? One thing I used to always be mad at Spirit about was that even if I've done the work, like the people around me, you know, we all have issues and we're all intertwined. But I was like, I used to be mad because I'm like, I did my part. I did my work. So why do I have to wait on this person to do their work to get what I need? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to be patient even though I've done my work for this person and they haven't done theirs? Well, that's because they have to be balanced in order for the situation to be balanced. I have to be healed, and they have to be healed to a certain degree so we can heal the situation correctly. You know what I'm saying? So, and they know that now. They know, oh, I can't move forward, or I can't get that car, or I can't get that house, or I can't do this because I haven't balanced out all of my things, all of my relationships, all of my karmic situations, all of my karmic endings, you know? And they're realizing it. And at first they was in fantasies land, la 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 land, you know, dibbing and dabbling in other things. But they know now that the only way to balance themselves out is to come forward and to say something. And that's what they've been thinking really, really, really hard about. And maybe from that, money and everything would come in. You know, you never know. And that's what I'm saying. A new contract. I just feel like a new contract is going to come in. A new job, a new place, a new car, a new person. Something's going to come in and heal you from this situation. Oh, it's coming. It's definitely going to come in. It's going to come in. And if it doesn't happen in September, September is like, it's where you walking up to the starting line. You know, like if it doesn't happen in September, for a lot of you, it's gonna happen in September. But if it don't, that's like you going to the starting line. You know, you getting ready, you up there, and then maybe in October, you're gonna shoot out. You know, it's gonna be different for everybody. It's gonna be different for everybody. Okay. So we have Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. Thank you, Spirit. What is the most important messages that the collective needs to hear for September 2019, Spirit? But oh my gosh, are things changing? Y'all, things are changing. Things are changing. And I know y'all tired of hearing being patient and don't worry and blah, 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 blah. And spiritual time is so different from linear time. And I know. Trust me. I have a Leo rising. I'm not patient. I have an Aries Venus. I'm not patient. I have a Scorpio Moon. I'm not patient. You know, I'm not patient. So it was hard for me as well. But it's going to come in. It's going to come in. You just have to keep faith. And you have to keep fantasizing and hoping about the things that you do want. But then at the same time, don't live too far in the future. Definitely don't live in the past. You know, learn from it. Don't live in it. Don't live too far in the future, you know. And trust me, like again, I told you I have a lot of water in my chart. I daydream all night, all day long. But for me also, that helps me. You know what your strengths and weaknesses are. You know if you're an earth sign, a lot of times it's to do something physical that what helps you manifest. We know if you're an air sign, doing something mental is what helps you manifest. So, all right, one more. Let's see. What do we need? This is great, you guys. This is great. You know, there's a lot of endings. And again, they still may hurt and you still may have to heal. But Spirit, this time, is going to help you heal this way. They're going to bring someone, something in to help you heal this time. A lot of times, y'all, we've been healing on our own. We have to heal ourselves from this shit. We have to heal ourselves from the backstabbing and the hurt and the losing the jobs and family and everything else. We have to heal ourselves. But this time, Spirit is really going to help you heal because they're going to bring something in that is just going to just take you to the, just make you ecstatic. Like I'm ecstatic. Like I feel the anticipation. Like I feel Spirit saying like, oh my God, like y'all just don't know what's coming, you know. We can't take that. Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know for September 2019? Okay, I'm gonna take that one too. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What's the highest, most important message? Okay. All right, I'm gonna start with what came out. My girl came out, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all who my girl is, okay? So one of the first cards that came out was Sarvarsity, whatever. The arts. Express yourself through creative activities. Again, creative activities. Do something. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse here. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where you felt deprived at, do something authentic. Do something fun. Do something that's creative to you. We're all creative. I don't care how, you know, air sign you are, or earth sign, or water, or whatever. We'll all have creativity some way, somehow. And I usually get one card to clarify. Give me one card, Spirit. To clarify the arts. Just one, Spirit, please. Thank you. Oh, that's too minty. Just one, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it's time to invest. It's time to look at what do you have to offer. What talents do you have? Sorry. What talents do you have that you can offer yourself? Analyze it. Analyze your gifts, your talents, your strengths. And what can you do? Because for some of you who are having financial constraints, that's a way to get out your natural born talents. What is it? What is that? We have Mawu, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. So some of you are very connected to the earth. Actually, all of us are connected to the earth. And you know what? Honestly, I have really been looking at the earth and the trees and walking outside. Where I live, it's been a lot of rain over this way. But it's been showing me the earth, like the flowers and how things look after it rains. Like, it's so purified after it rains. Another thing is like what's going on in the Amazon right now. Like, be proactive, do things. Like, when I say, y'all, that hurts my heart, it hurts my heart to see that happening in the Amazon. Like, it truly hurts my heart. And I really wish I could go down there and put the fire out myself. I wish I could go down there and protest. I wish I could do something like that, but I try my best. I send love and wishes. I've donated. You guys should donate too. Plant a tree, do something to help the earth, because that's what sustains us. The flowers, if you eat meat and all of that stuff, like those cattle, those chickens, all that, they eat grass and they eat hay and they eat stuff from the earth that in turn feeds us. So we should not neglect Mother Gaia. So let me get a card for that. But you're called to help. You're called to do something. Yeah, a call to action. Get off y'all ass and do something and help. And even if it's in your community, even if it's in your backyard. Some of you have been wanting to garden. I see a lot of people wanting to just like plant things. Do that. Just put plants in your home. It's simple, but we need that oxygen is just what I heard. That earth, that oxygen is just what we need to purify the air that's going on around us. All right, y'all, I'm not really sure what came out next, but I'm going to look at something. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Again, this could be you. I kind of feel like this is the people around you, though. But somebody is knowing. Again, here go another bird. So if you guys been seeing birds or feathers or anything like that, those are very, very significant. Okay, nope, just need one. One card for inner wisdom, spirit, for Athena. Green. Some of you, that's your favorite color. Some of you, that's your favorite color. Green. Ugh. Too many cards. Sorry, guys. I just need one. There it is. Until you follow your inner wisdom, you will not have balance. And that's what I said in the reading earlier in the reading. I'm like, some of you are ignoring the tools that Spirit is giving you to move forward. Stop battling with yourself. I know these decisions are hard, and I know these decisions are what you want them to be, but you have to. And then also too, I feel like too, Libra season, or you're dealing with a Libra, because there's tons of air in this reading, mostly air, to be honest with you. Could something that you feel like was unbalanced or not fair could become fair, could equal out, could balance out, but you have to follow your inner wisdom. You're praying for stability, you're praying for balance, but you're not using the tools that Spirit is giving you to give you balance. So how are you going to pray for balance, but when they give you the tools, not use them, and then cry and do all this? No, they're giving you the tools. Use them. And that leads me to this card. Fairness. Is that her name? Matt? I don't know, but this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Again, we have like 3 cards here with scales. 3 cards here, guys, with scales in them. Balance is coming in. Balance is coming in. Don't worry about it. But at the same time, you have to follow your inner wisdom. You have to follow what's in your heart, and don't be jaded. It's just what I heard. Do not be jaded. Because a lot of times too, you know, I used to always say, like, I'm tired of being a bigger person. I'm tired of always having to, you know, be the bigger person and hold back and not say what I have to say and letting these people do things to me or make me feel like they getting away with doing things to me. That's not what it's about. That's not, it's called integrity. Okay, and knowing that no matter what, you're going to stay in your integrity and you're going to stay in your character, and by being that way is what brings you justice, and that's what brings fairness, you know. And you know, you can play a tit for tat game, but you're going to get tit for tat energy. You're going to get tit for tat karma. I don't like being wrong, okay, and I'm scared of karma, okay. I'm scared. I don't like karma, you know, and I don't want any bad karma coming on me. So I do try to treat everybody how I want to be treated, and with love and respect. So by you doing that, your fairness is going to come in, your balance is going to come in, but you have to uphold your integrity. Do not stoop low to their level, because I feel like for some of you, when they do come in, some of them might come in on bullshit. Someone might come in just to get a rise out of you with certain things that they say. But also, that's how you know what level that they are in their self-growth and their development. You know, don't be that person. So let's get a card for fairness. Can I get one card, Spirit, please? Thank you. Yep. If you be fair, boom, a shift will change. This is like the mini tower card. Like, it's about a shift, a change, a sudden shift, a sudden change. Also, these are also, what is it called? Arrows of love that they say. So you could get, you know, if some of you who have been, I just heard pining, and that could be somebody pining over you or you pining over them. I don't know, but I just heard pining. But if you also been, if there's a new love that you guys been wanting or is around you, you might get that conversation. You might get some kind of, I don't know, there's a shift. There's some kind of communication or something that's going to come in. Sudden, unexpected. And it's going to be fair. It's going to be right. It's going to be just. So if you're leaving someone, it might not be from that old person. It actually might be from a new person. And that's what I kind of get from that thinking man, because that's just what they said, thinking man. It might be from that thinking man who's like, he's sure now. Because some of you have been trying to like either get with somebody or talk to somebody, or there's somebody around you that you're kind of like, I think this person like me. You know, you feel this connection, but there's no real communication. I think that might change. I really think that might change. And I feel like that is, again, what they're saying, that what's going to come in to balance you out. I don't know. All right, we got 3 more cards. Which one is going to come in next? I'm going to get this one. So, again, some of you favorite color is green. Is just what I'm hearing. Or something about the color green. Grass, growth, earth. Again, Virgo season, green, Virgo season, you know, it's an earth sign, so maybe that has something to do with it. But it says start delegating, ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Again, that's what Virgo season is about, structure. Virgos make very good bosses. They do. That's the boss that's going to have all the ducks in a row. You know, they're going to be very organized, a little anal, but that's okay. And I'm not talking nothing about Virgos. I have a Virgo mom. I'm a Pisces. That's my opposite. But very structured. But in order for you to be that way, you have to delegate. You know, you have to know what you're supposed to put on your plate and what's not supposed to be on your plate. And if it's not supposed to be on your plate, put it on the person's plate that it's supposed to be on. You know, you don't have to do everything. And I feel like that's why some of you feel kind of overwhelmed, because you're going through these changes and you feel like it's all on you. But it's not. Even though it may not seem like it, there are people around you that's going to help you. There are people around you just going to love you and help you and, you know, guide you. And it may come unexpectedly. It may come from people that you least expect, you know. But you have to ask. Closed mouths don't get fed. Nobody knows unless you ask. How are they gonna know you need help? If you walking around acting like you got everything together and deep down inside you're completely falling apart because you feel like you have no help, but then at the same time you haven't asked for help. And I know asking spirit is one thing, but sometimes you have to ask in the physical. We have earth angels. I believe we have earth angels. I believe there's people here that spirit sends to come across our path to help us and do certain things for us, you know? I really do. Sorry guys, I felt like I had to sneeze. I'm sorry. So now it's two more cards left, and the one I'm gonna give y'all is my girl, okay? My girl, Miss Kali Ma. Miss Kali Ma, and we know we don't play with Kali Ma, okay? Because she means business. And I feel like for some of you that you feel really burdened about a change, especially if you're having trouble making that change, it's Miss Kali Ma. She plays no games. When she says something's supposed to end, something is supposed to end. And she is strict, and she means business, and she gets it done. But again, it's still with love, because she wouldn't be here. This energy of Kali Ma wouldn't be here if she didn't love you and want the best for you. And you know, she knows when something needs to end for something to begin. You know, I get a lot of Scorpio vibes off of Kali Ma. A lot of Plutonian, you know, Pluto energy off of her. But it says the old must be released so that the new can enter. She's trying to bring something in. All that stuff you're praying about, all that stuff you're wanting, she's trying to bring it in. But she can't bring it in if you don't let go, or if you don't let the tool. She's giving you the tool. You know, she's giving you the tools, but you gotta use them. Let's see, can I get... Yeah, because look, a lot of you guys are stuck, and she's like, look, I can't... Look, she has even though there's a lot of like darkness, you know, darkness around it, there's a lotus flower. A lotus flower is new emotional beginnings too. New emotional beginnings. So she wants to bring that in for you. And that's crazy because I have a lotus flower tattoo on the back of my neck. But, and it's her third eye. So you know. And and it's like, but you're stuck. For some of you, and this is not for all of you, but for some of you, you are stuck. And you have to let go. You have to move on. Mentally too. And I do feel like it's mentally, because that's what's stopping your actual actions for some of you. Not for all of you. Some of you have done the work, and you're literally in this like waiting mode. Now, I feel like some of you who have done the work, you kind of revert back sometimes to like old thoughts, old worries, old anxieties. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's just on my nose. Gosh, when I channel, it's just crazy. What is that show? Is that I Dream of Jeannie, where there was like in her, she's the her nose? That's what I feel like. But yeah, you gotta let it go. She's telling you, you got to let it go. And I'm forewarning, if Kali Ma tells you to let it go, y'all let it go. Because if she has to come in and make you let it go, again, kind of like the Tower card, if she has to come in and make you let it go, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. I wouldn't want that for y'all, okay? Just do the work and let it go. At least mentally, because I feel like physically, for the most part, people have physically let it go. Like, you're physically not with this person, or you not around, because I do feel like kind of alone kind of thinking energy. Even if you're in the same house with like a spouse or something, like you're in your corner and they're in their corner, and it's like you're walking around tiptoeing around each other, but it's still a sense of aloneness or by myself, but mentally still stuck in a situation or in the past or in the hurt or something like that. And it's, again, whether this is you or the person around you, who knows. And then the last one is Maeve. I don't know, y'all. I'll be trying my best to pronounce these, but it's cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your bodies, energy levels, and emotions. So you know, I came across a situation where I was with somebody, and in my heart space, I really, 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 guys, wanted to be with him. But the rest of my body was like, You know, I wasn't in like the Two of Swords energy. Like, my mind is like, I don't want this situation. Hell no, none of that. But then my heart was like, oh my God, I love him and I want to be with him. And da, 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 da. But my actual body, the vibrations that I got when I was around him, it was just like, nah, you know, no, I can't do this, you know. And I listened to my body. I listened to how I felt. I listened to the vibes, how I was vibrating when I was around him. Well, you know, was my solar plexus? Was it my root chakra? Like, you have to listen to all that. And you have to honor those, because those are signs and signals from the universe. And especially when you're in a Two of Swords energy, you have to listen to like your chakras, you know, your third eye. Like I said, I always get feelings in like my solar plexus and my sacral chakra. I get like feelings like that's like that what I want to say, like that worry or that anxiety in your stomach, you know. That's that feeling you get in your stomach, like, ooh, something not right, or something doesn't feel. And I always say, you know, especially me, again, being a water sign, it's like, if I question my feelings too much, then it's probably not right. If you can't think about it and be like, that's what I want, yes, that's what I want to do, even though there's always calculated risk. But if you can't be like, yep, that's what it is, that's what I want to do, and it's probably not right. If you battling with yourself too much, it's probably not right. Not all the time, but probably. All right, what is it for cycles and rhythms? And we got the Four of Wands. So again, a new foundation. It definitely could be a cycle. Somebody's going through a cycle with a home situation. Maybe somebody moves a lot and they want to stop that. They want to be stable financially. I mean, well, financially, of course. But physically, like in a home, building something happy, you know, building your own table. Energy levels, resting in a sacred, comfortable, peaceful space. And that's maybe the thing. Maybe your space isn't peaceful right now. Maybe you have a cycle of living with like a lot of people, or having a lot of people in like your home or around your home, or a lot of energies or people come through your home. I just heard kicking people out or clearing your home space. Yeah, like cleaning up for some reason. But there's a cycle or a rhythm or something that goes on with somebody's home that you're trying to break, or you want to get away from. Or maybe you need to move and it's hard for you to move, or you're scared to move, or something like that. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get one more card. Yeah, I think this is the Mermaids and Dolphins deck. I'm gonna just get one card spare. What is the highest, most important message that we need to know for September 2019? But y'all gonna be good. Y'all doing good. That's just what they told me to tell y'all. Like, y'all doing good. Don't worry, you know. Do not worry. You're doing good. You're doing fine. Especially for you. You know, we're all at different spots, and that's how it's supposed to be. We're all at different places, and that's how it's supposed to be. You know, don't try to make yourself move too fast, and don't worry about moving too slow. You're always where you're supposed to be. That's my thing. Am I in the right spot? Am I doing the right thing? Yes, I am. You know, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. And you are too. You know, don't force yourself. Don't push yourself. Again, they're all happening in divine timing. Which I know we're tired of hearing about divine timing, because I know the hell I am too. But it's true. You know, it all does happen in divine timing. Okay, what is the highest, most important message? Nope, just one. I just need one. The highest, most important. message that we all need to hear for September 2019. And I think I'm gonna come back, guys, and do like a love reading or something. But ooh, all right. The next time I do, if I get 2 cards, I'm gonna just type them. But I just kind of want the hype, just want it, you know, like what's most important more than anything else that we need to know for September 2019. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get one, please? Please, 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 for the collective. What do we need to know? I think these cards are just old, which they're not bad, but you know, they just don't have that. There we go. Okay. At the bottom was make a decision. At the bottom was make a decision. So make a decision. Make the best decision. The best decision for you. Make the best decision that's for your happiness and your highest good, for nobody else, no matter what. Okay? But the card we just got was playtime. Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestations. Y'all, we got to get out of this, you know, boo-hoo, crying, don't know what to do, I'm stuck, I'm lost. You know, if you ain't got no money, you know, go walk in the park. It's a lot of free stuff to do. I don't know about where you guys live at, but where I live, it's a lot of free stuff to do. And even just taking a walk out in nature, I find, you know, it helps me out so much. But I feel like they're saying, don't worry, don't stress, don't be so anxious all the time. You know, don't worry, but focus on lack and what you don't have. Focus on the good things. Focus on your beautiful children. Focus on your beautiful home, on your job, you know, that you even if you don't like your job, that you at least have one to sustain yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't focus on the bad things. Have a good time. Like I said, and having a good time and being happy and joyful is in here. You don't have to have money for that. You don't have to have, you know, scooters and material things to have a good time. You can play with your kids and have a good time. You can play hide and seek and have a good time. You can play duck duck goose and have a good time. You know, be truly authentic to yourself. You know, but the dolphins know the importance of playing. All work and no play. All stress and no play. That's horrible. It's terrible for your body. It's terrible for your heart. It's terrible for your mental abilities. You know, you can't think straight with all of that stuff going on. You know, you got to break it up. You got to break it up. Even me, I went to listen to my friends play in a band. And they said they played jazz music, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not a jazz player or music, you know, kind of fan. But man, they clowned, they killed it. I had such a good time listening to that music, such a good time. And I was by myself. I was just by myself up there watching, you know. So it's so many ways. It's so many ways to elevate your mood. So you know, for the month of September, we're manifesting so much. Just stay positive. And I think that's the most important thing that they're saying. Just playtime. You can't be playing and be mad and upset. You know, I'm playing. You know, you can't be that way. You have to be joyful. You have to be happy while you're playing. And that is what's going to bring in, you know, more synchronicities. That's what's going to bring in the positive changes that you want. You have to enjoy yourself, authentically enjoy yourself. So do the work that you need to do to be able to lay down with yourself at night and be happy with yourself. You know, you have to do that. That's nobody else's responsibility but yours. Okay, guys, I actually enjoyed this a lot, y'all. I enjoyed this a lot. I'm so happy that I did this. I'm so happy that I'm getting back into readings. I'm so happy. So what's on the agenda is that at some point, it's kind of really late where I'm at. I'm supposed to be asleep, to be honest, but I really wanted to do this reading. So I'll probably try to upload tomorrow. I'm going to try to upload every day. I'm going to try to upload a collective love reading. As far as signs are concerned, I'm really bad about doing signs. I'm going to tell you that off the rip. I'm really bad about doing individual signs because for some reason I get overwhelmed, like trying to do them. So what I want to do is I want to do each sign for the month of September. So all of you guys will get a month of September, you know, like a full month of September reading. If I can get in like a mid-monthly, I will try. If not, I will just upload during the month. Different kind of readings for maybe, you know, elements or specific signs if I need to. But I'm gonna definitely give you a sign for the month. And then I would try to do mid-monthlies. Like I said, I'm really bad about that. And then I would just probably try to upload like dailies, or, you know, just something like that. I don't know. I just haven't really figured that part out yet. But as the channel goes on, as the channel develops, you guys, you know, definitely want to get some content from me, because I'm excited. And I really, you know, they've been pushing me to get back into doing readings. So, all right, guys, I thoroughly, like I said, enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. That would be awesome. Please donate to my channel, whatever you would like to do. I'm just glad that you guys came. I'm just glad that you guys watched, okay? So, you know, you guys have a good month of September. Be positive. Love, love, love you. Love yourself, okay? Love yourself unconditionally, and everything will manifest. Okay, guys? All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.